A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. And everybody has been waiting on this one. Number 1 against number 2. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. One of the points coach made in the locker room before the team is that this is a separation game. He understands that both teams are undefeated in conference play, and whoever comes out victorious today can separate and make some noise. It is going to be challenging because it is a hostile environment, so he said we've got to be sharp, communicate, and be at our best at the line of scrimmage, establish the tone with physicality, and throw that first knockout punch. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Longhorns ready to kick it away first. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Sends it back in motion. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Complete. You reach this portion of the season, in games like this, top 5 showdown can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And the Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Humphreys. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! A great catch and run for 6. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Brown to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Guys, I know 1 versus 2 largely speaks for itself, but think of everything that's at stake. Playoff positioning, impressing the committee, potential buys in the college football playoff, all at stake today.
The intensity in this game will just simply feel different than anything else we've seen throughout the course of the year because of what is riding on this game, David.
No doubt, the stakes. You don't get 1 versus 2 late in the season very often. So a chance to make a statement, a chance to prove you belong, a chance to really punch your...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Goes high to pull it in. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
If you're going to try a push pass here on first down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield and make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to have a challenge trying to stop this passing attack. One of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. But after swatting that ball away here early in the game, that should help their confidence out a lot.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Quickly complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Stockton. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Lost one deep down the right side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Might be changing the route. Rides to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up, so it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional.
Oh, the ball's out on the return. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster. There, they fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them, so a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Got a man, it's Coleman. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, I wouldn't even mention the running backs when you bring in two who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Arch to throw. Makes the grab. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Manning to the air again. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
And the Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Pulls and fires complete. a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Tight end getting vertical. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go
Makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Texas! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
He'll return it. And he loses the ball deep in his own end.
Oof, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end. Turning it on! And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Here's a give to Frazier. Sweet cut there. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
And this offense is clipping, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first.
Might have a chance. Got enough for the first. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Trying to run, it's Frazier. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Handoff, Frazier running left. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
Just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Defense not showing press coverage. To throw, Manning. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. Running inside, it's Frazier. Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On first down, Nate Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unloads it left. Makes a connection.
And those in-breaking routes, man, it's got to be trust. Trust in the offensive line to do their job, and then trust that you know your receiver is going to break that off and come straight down the line of scrimmage. Stay away from the defense, especially those guys that sit back there trying to look at the quarterback's eyes and read him. Nice timing on that in route.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Arch Madness. The short hands, it's Coleman. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
As nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. They didn't get anybody blocked, didn't fool anybody. They'll lose yardage, and it's 3rd down here late in the half.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. The quick out. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the 1st down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the Syracuse Orange. And it's the Mustangs trying to close out what would be one of the toughest wins of the season. And that's a big statement considering this team is already 6-1. Let's see if they have what it takes. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the 1st half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the 1st half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the 1st half.
Knocked down for the tackle.
This is one of the best run defenses in the entire country. They pride themselves on being the most physical unit, and you are seeing that in this game, shutting down this running back.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. The throw to the outside is complete. And he's still running after the move. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Under fire. He's going to run it. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the 1st half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the...
Makes the grab in their space. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Longhorns with myriad options options after that big pickup on first down. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Escapes the pressure to his right. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Behind the chains now on second and long. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes the pass. And they're not on the same page there.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Texas! They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
On the ground with the counter. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that one stings for this offense, man, because your defense just gave up points. They grabbed the momentum. You're trying to go get it back. And what do? You cough the football up, put your defense right back on the field. They got to answer the bell this time. Last time they gave up points. This time they're going to need to go bail you out and make you look good.
They're working that left side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
And no surprise to see this guy just going off again, right? One of the best receivers in the entire country. Over 100 yards his last game out. He's got over 100. And this And this is why he's up for the Heisman Trophy here, guys, late in the year. It's what you do in the month of November that gets you remembered as a team, but also individually. He keeps putting performances like this together. We're going to see this guy in New York City.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Throwing Manning. Pressure coming. The throw. Got his man on the right. That one takes him down to the 13-yard line.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw. It's Manning. He's got the back in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On third down, here's Brown. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll go to the air. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The run inside. It's Frazier. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Defense in press coverage. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback may change this route. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Going for it all. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Bulldogs come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Here's a little room, headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. On 1st down, Nate Frazier knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. From the gun, wants to pass. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Inside the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, Texas! The defense putting points on the board. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
Set to kick off.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it way down the field. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Working that wide receiver screen. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Complete to the right. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Just keeps slinging it. Oh, they're after him. He gets away. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Here's Nate Frazier. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. On target. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. He wants it all. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivation.